My name is Alyson Garcia, and my social problems presentation is on gender discrimination. So, gender discrimination can be conceptualized as differential or unfair treatment of individuals based on their self identification as a woman or female. This can occur institutionally, meaning propagated by social institutions, or interpersonally, meaning it occurs through or based on beliefs, words, and behaviors. From a symbolic interactionist perspective, we want to focus on the interpersonal relationships that perpetuate this discrimination. We can understand gender discrimination through the construction of gender roles and identities. Roles impact people's perception of women, which can be harmful because it can result in discrimination. We can also understand gender discrimination through the symbols and meanings connected to gender. The female symbol Venus is a mirror in hand, and the male symbol Mars is a spear and shield. These symbols have originated early, but are continuously perpetuated in today's world and contribute to the idea that women equal weakness and men equal strength. We can also understand it through individual interactions that reinforce gender norms. An example being people praising girls' looks and boys' abilities, perpetuating girls valuing their looks over intelligence. Sociologists would understand the problem through the societal impacts of gender discrimination. These impacts are the impact on the formation of identity, the role of language in communication, and influence on social interactions and relationships. Communication is important because an example of this is gendered language. Spanish, a very gendered language, tends to be associated with greater gender inequality and the expression of more gender stereotypes, as the language creates subconscious connotations for genders. And influence on social interactions show biases on the subconscious level due to things like language influence people's treatments toward different genders, proving how discrimination is deeply embedded and continued unintentionally. Sociologists also understand the problem through sociological concepts, such as socialization and gender role acquisition, whether it be through school, family, or friends. Children are taught gender roles from a very young age, often unintentionally. Role conflict in navigating gender expectations, as ascribed roles due to societal expectations often conflict with achieved or desired roles. An example of this being expectations of being a mother conflicting with occupational desires. And lastly, microaggressions, which are negative assumptions or insensitive comments that can be offensive. These seem minuscule but are significantly impactful on the female experience. Some potential solutions are promoting gender inclusive language through conversation. One strength of this is that it promotes inclusivity and cultural change. It fosters a welcoming society, acknowledging diversity of gender identities, and is important because language shapes societal norms, and promoting inclusive language creates social change by challenging discriminatory practices. However, some limitations are its resistance and limited scope. Some may resist changing ingrained language habits, minimizing its widespread adoption. Another potential solution is promoting empathy and perspective taking. Some strengths of this are how it reduces stereotyping because it allows people to understand the complexity of gender issues, reducing reliance on stereotypes that simplify these issues, and providing nuanced discussion. However, some limitations are its limited effectiveness, as it may not lead to concrete actions or actual systemic change, especially if individuals don't translate this new understanding into their actions. Lastly, another potential solution is challenging stereotypes through symbolism with contrasting ideas. Some strengths of this potential solution are that counter-symbolism empowers people to challenge traditional gender norms, fostering a sense of agency and self-confidence, and it can promote alternative representations and narratives, contributing to cultural shifts towards more inclusive perspectives on gender. However, some limitations are its resistance, as some may perceive these efforts as unnecessary or confrontational, and its limited reach, may as it may have a limited reach in environments where traditional gender norms are deeply embedded. Overall, gender discrimination is a very nuanced social problem. Through sociological perspectives like symbolic interactionism, we can better understand its complexities and how to improve as a society. In order to truly address this, we need to enact a multifaceted approach, including understanding, empathy, and proactivity. And here are my references. Thank you.